Hi everybody, it's Logan here from Logan Tube HD Entertainment. And today I have a brand new video talking about six cartoons, TV shows, and there's also one movie in there that I think need a reboot. And this is just my opinion. So let's get right into it. So the first one I want to talk about is the number one show I think that needs a reboot. That is the most likely. There's another one too, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. So I thought I'd talk about this one first. Tailspin. So the Disney Afternoon show Tailspin. So we've gotten a Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers reboot and DuckTales reboot now. So there's still a couple, actually not a couple, I mean there's a decent amount that they haven't done yet, and I'm going to get to those. But first, Tailspin. I would think, and the way I would do it is a semi-reboot, because I'd want it, because the fan favorite character in Tailspin is Kit Cloud Kicker, and the further along they got in the series back then, it faded away from Kit, and it just got, I don't know, say, less interesting. And the episodes were still good, but I'd rather have Kit in the episodes. It mainly focused on Blue, but the first earlier on in the show, it really focused on Kit. So I think it'd be fun if it was still the same concept, all the characters are the same, but instead of Baloo being the main character, because it was very obvious that's who the main character was, it'd be Kit Cloud Kicker. He'd still be a kid, but it'd be focused on him as the main character, and every episode is focused on him and the adventures he goes on. I think it'd be a lot more successful than doing the same formula that they did for the old show, because he's become the fan favorite. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Anyway, the next one is Bonkers, the 90s Disney show Bonkers. And I looked it up, and it's a very unlikely that they'll ever do a reboot of this, but I just think it would be cool if they did, because seeing it in newer animation would be really neat to see Bonkers in a newer style of animation. So that's why I wish they would do a reboot of it, because just seeing Bonkers in that newer style would be really neat to see him in that new style of animation. But I think Disney is very hesitant to do a reboot of it, because they're hesitant because they think it's not going to be very successful. But I mean, for decades they were hesitant to do a reboot of Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, so they didn't think that was going to be successful. I still wonder how that got approved from the board. So you never know. That's what I'm trying to say. You never know if it will. So maybe someday it will actually get approved. Anyway, the next one is probably the most likely out of all of these, is a Goof Troop, since the two main characters are Goofy and Max. And Goofy is one of the main Disney franchise characters. But I would like to see a reboot of this, not because of Goofy, but because of Max. And the last thing Max was in, true fact, he appeared in was Twice Upon a Christmas, which was like early 2000s. So I think we're really overdue with seeing Max in something again. So yeah, it would be neat to see some sort of something similar to the Goof Troop, or maybe a true reboot of the show. I don't know, something. Anyway, the next one would be something that has a cult following, and tons of fans have been wanting for years now, and the creator would love the idea of having a reboot, but he doesn't have control over it, but he'd love to consider that idea, and he has now for a while, but it's just never happened, which is Danny Phantom. And this is one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows as a kid. I love this show, and I still do. I think it deserves a reboot. I honestly think it'd be successful, but Nickelodeon is hesitant to do it. So I think it'd be really awesome to see a reboot of Danny Phantom. The funny thing is, they've done tons of reboots of Fairly Odd Parents, which is from the same creator, Butch Hartman, of Danny Phantom. But I think it'd be very successful. They've just always been hesitant to do it. They're afraid it's not going to be successful. Anyway, moving on. So this is not a cartoon TV show. It's a cartoon, but it's a movie. The most successful Disney 2000s movie in the early 2000s. As far, for my opinion, it pretty much was, which was Bolt. And I think it would be cool to do a new movie of it. In that sense, how they've done a lot of real life remakes, I think it'd be cool to do a real life remake of Bolt. It'd be neat to see it in that form, just like they did with Lilo and Stitch. I honestly would want them to actually get a good director for it, so it actually came out good, and the director knows what he's doing. Yeah, because that didn't work out for Snow White. Yeah. So they need a good director and a good team backing it up. But I can already imagine it being a really good Disney movie. I'd like it to be sort of like they have some of the original songs in it that the 2000 movie has, and then put some new songs in it too, just like they did for the Real Life Little Mermaid. Yeah, I would love to see that. My last one is a Warner Brothers cartoon, and honestly this is like similar to what they did for G5 of My Little Pony, I'd just like to see a more modern version of What's New Scooby-Doo. So a reboot basically of What's New Scooby-Doo. I think it'd be neat to see that. And honestly, Matthew Lillard wasn't the voice of Shaggy back then, so it'd be neat to see, and it'd be an honor for him to do the voice of Shaggy in a reboot of What's New Scooby-Doo. So honestly, there's a couple reasons why I want a reboot of that show. And if it's well done, they get a good animation team, a good crew, and everything, I think it could be well done. And honestly, it probably would be put on not HBO Max. It would probably be put on Netflix. It's my highest bet, because Netflix right now is making a new real-life Scooby-Doo movie, which honestly I'm excited about. I know they're going to do a good job, and it's already sounds like it's actually supposed to be what Scooby-Doo was created for, is being funny, family friendly, and all that jazz. And it just sounds like they're going to do a good job with it. And it's not the garbage that crap Velma show was, which was complete crap. Watched the first episode and didn't even watch fully through it. It's complete garbage. I don't even count it to be part of the franchise. It's not even considered that. That Velma show was complete crap. Anyway, getting off topic. So yeah, those are just some shows that I think need reboots, and those were the ones that I could come up with. If you think I should do another video talking about shows that need reboots, just let me know in the comments, or like the video, and let's see if this video can at least get, say, 40 to 70 views. How about that? Good starting goal. If it can get more than that, then that would be amazing. But if it does get to that amount, I will definitely do another one. If you guys want me to do another one, I have some other ideas as well. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts of what shows you think should get reboots, and what you would be most excited about for what show would get a reboot. And if there's any shows I haven't talked about that you think need a reboot, mainly cartoon wise, please let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to see your thoughts. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and I do also have my 10th anniversary for this channel coming up April 16th, and I'm gonna be putting out a special playlist and be putting my milestone playlist as well at the homepage, and going to be putting out a video as well. So be looking out for all that jazz. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.